Please pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
The U.S. ambassador to Ukraine testifies there was a quid pro quo on Capitol Hill in the Trump impeachment inquiry hearings.
And a hit Disney movie sequel hits theaters tonight. Our entertainment team has the details.
And I'm with members of this year's yearbook staff to talk about their theme and a sneak peek of the cover.
And the annual Northwest Classic Basketball Tournament is taking place right now in the Big Gym. I'll have your update.
I'm Abby Franklin.
And I'm Cole Richardson. Those stories and a student council update coming up next on NHSTV Live. Our top story today is the continuing Trump impeachment inquiry hearing on Capitol Hill. Yesterday, the ambassador of the European Union testified for most of the day about the inquiry and hearing whether or not President Trump withheld military aid in the Ukraine to exchange for investigation into his political opponent, Joe Biden, and whether or not the quid pro quo happened.
Was there a quid pro quo? The answer is yes. Mr. Giuliani's requests were a quid pro quo for arranging a White House visit for President Zelensky.
After Sondland's testimony, Representative Adam Schiff, the House Intelligence Committee chair leading the hearings, gave his statement on the day's events.
It goes right to the heart of the issue of bribery, as well as other potential high crimes or misdemeanors.
Representative Turner questioned Ambassador Sondland on whether he had direct knowledge of a quid pro quo.
No one on this planet told you that President Trump was tying aid to investigations, yes or no?
Yes.
So, you really have no testimony today that ties President Trump to a scheme to withhold aid from Ukraine in exchange for these investigations.
Other than my own presumption.
Which is nothing.
President Trump responded late in the day from the White House, quoting testimony from the hearing and insisting he did nothing wrong.
Here's my answer. I want nothing. I want nothing. I want no quid pro quo.
Testimony continues today on Capitol Hill.
Texans, for today's dress-up day, you wear camo to find a mentor. As we near the end of the week, Gen Tech's Weeks today is to find one you look up to. Maybe that means seeking out a knowledgeable adult to guide you through the college application process or how to even join the military. Your parent, counselor, teacher, or family friend can be a valuable advisor on your journey to the life after high school. Talk with someone who works in the career that even sparks your curiosity. This doesn't only apply to seniors, juniors, or even sophomores can get a head start into life after high school. Tomorrow you will wear your school colors to show spirit.
Speaking of school spirit, Clover is here in studio with our student council to talk about a chance to win Northwest colors.
That's right, Cole. I'm with Walker and Riley. Okay, so I really want a windbreaker, but are they going to be customizable or how is that?
Yeah, so you can go into room 636 and you can buy a windbreaker for $35. It's just an NHS logo, or you can pay $40 for you can put a club or your name, a club, a sport, anything you want underneath it. And their deadlines are due December 6th to make an order.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And then, so I want a chance to get like a free one, right? So how do we do that?
So right now we're hosting a contest on our Instagram at texan.stuco. And so you just like the post and follow us there, and we'll be doing a raffle, and the 3 winners will be announced on Monday, December 2nd, and you have until December 6th to come and pick it up.
Okay, thank you guys so much for coming on, and back to you, Abby.
Thanks, Clover. The Northwest Classic Basketball Tournament is underway down in the Texan Gym. Our sports reporter, Shelby Raper, is live in the Texan gym and has been following our first game of the tournament. How are they doing, Shelby?
Thanks, Abby. I'm here in the big gym right now as the Northwest Texans are taking on Trimble Tech High School. The current score is 15-9 in the Texans' favor. Our guys are playing really aggressive this game, and it's only up from here. We have a game this afternoon at 5:30, so stay after school and come support. We also have a game at 2:40 tomorrow, so make sure you buy your tickets and have your ID at the door. Tickets are being sold for $2 during all lunches. All right, Texans, I'll be back tomorrow with Jalen Peterson for an interview about how this tournament is going so far. Back to you, Abby.
Thanks, Shelby. Students, you have the chance to see our Texan team play again tonight at 5:30. Frozen 2 premieres tonight in theaters.
That's right, Abby. The highly anticipated sequel to the hit movie Frozen opens tonight. The movie is, of course, a sequel to the first Frozen movie and follows the characters Elsa, Anna, Olaf, and everyone's favorite reindeer, Sven, and their adventure to find the origin of Elsa's magical powers. However, like all unnecessary sequels, the reviews for this movie are nothing to write home about, with IMDb giving it a 6.6 out of 10 and Metacritic giving it a 67% rating, so I'm expecting a perfectly overhyped and underwhelming movie. John Wick actor Keanu Reeves is set to star in what I am predicting to be the most ambitious crossover in cinema history, with him appearing as a mystical tumbleweed in the new movie SpongeBob: Sponge on the Run. We don't know what his role will be, but personally I will be seeing the movie just to see his debut. Speaking of Keanu Reeves, let's talk about this year's Sexiest Man of the Year award. Unfortunately, he didn't receive the award, with People's Magazine giving the award to John Legend. The award was given to him by former recipient Blake Shelton, who was happy to see a fellow judge from The Voice take the reward. However, another artist staked his own claim, with Snoop Dogg making moves to try and secure the award for himself by jokingly photoshopping himself onto the cover of People's Magazine. However, he said it was all in good fun. Lastly, yesterday morning, the 2020 Grammy nominations were announced for fields such as the Best Album of the Year, Best Song, Best New Artist, and Best Rap Album of the Year. That's all I have for you today, Texans. Robert will be back with your entertainment update next week. Back to you, anchors.
Thanks, Christian. Our Texan Yearbook works hard to cover nearly every school event. NHSTV anchor Grace White is here with the Texan Yearbook staff to unveil one of this year's cover. Grace?
Thanks, Cole. I'm here with John, Alexis, and Max, and they're members of the yearbook staff this year. So the main thing I want to know is, are there going to be senior quotes again this year?
Yeah, actually we will have them.
Okay, and so how can like a senior put those in, and when is the due date for those?
So you have to go to our Twitter or Instagram at Texan Yearbook, and the link is in our bio, and those are due December 6th.
Okay, and there's also senior ads as well?
Yes, so those are due January 31st. And you have to go to yearbookforever.com.
Okay, and parents do those?
Yes.
Okay, so parents can go to yearbookforever.com. Perfect. And so I know last year's theme was Deep in the Heart of Texans. So what's this year's theme?
So this year's theme is It's Our Thing, because our school has so many unique little things about it that we do as a student body, and like each group and organization has their own thing.
Yeah, I love that. So it's like all different aspects and all in one. Perfect. Okay. And so is there any way we could get like a sneak peek of this year's cover?
Yes, actually. On the screen now is our back cover.
Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. I'm so excited to get a yearbook this year. Thank you all so much for coming in. Back to you, anchors.
Don't forget to wear Northwest Spirit wear tomorrow for our final day of Gen Tex Weeks.
Shelby is still following our boys basketball team and will be here tomorrow to talk about more. And
a last-minute shout-out to our football players for an amazing season, and to our cheerleaders, band, color guard, and everyone that made this season the best. The best it could be. Thanks for watching, Texans. This has been NHSTV Live.